Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast that mourns the release of the Big Hog. That sounds a lot dirtier than it was, but it's lost in the Midcard. Welcome to the Big 150. Yes, 150 episodes we have done. Lost the Midcard in nearly 3 years. Of course, our first episode was the Royal Rumble in 2015. And number 150, we're going to preview NXT Takeover WarGames. We're going to preview Survivor Series and everything else in between. We're going to cover this week. Lots to talk about. But for those, if you've just been joining the ride or been along with us all along, thank you to listening to Lost the Midcard. Glad to have you on board. Let's get the show on the road. Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost in the Midcard. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, every Thursday and most Mondays after a WWE pay-per-view. You can also find us on YouTube, and the subscription links to all those are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard. Also on the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. The links are on our pinned tweet there, as well as all sorts of stuff that we share from the wrestling world. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JBHuskers. As always, my co-host he is on the Twitter at RawFShowtime. It is Mr. Matt Black. Matt, happy 150. Pretty crazy that we've already churned out that many episodes, huh?
Time flies when you're having fun, JB.
Yeah, I don't know if you've had fun the whole way. Vince has kept you from having fun the whole way, but
creative has a way of preventing true fun from occurring from time to time.
Yeah, lots to talk about, a lot of headlines, and of course a couple of big shows this weekend. But first, let's talk about yet another great chapter in the WWE 24 series. Goldberg aired this week. I just finished watching it after NXT. I thought it was amazing, and Matt, it was like I just said, just another great chapter in the series, wasn't it?
I thought it was honestly the best WWE 24 special they've ever put together.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was great from top to bottom, and to all the Goldberg haters out there, like, if you can actually watch the special and still hate the guy after it's over, like, I don't even know what to tell you.
Were there haters?
Like, oh, dude, there's tons of Goldberg haters, man.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Well, I meant hating on the show, even, or
nobody that I've seen hating on the special. I'm just saying that for the haters of Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like, if you can actually sit through that 24 special and still hate him after that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even, there's nothing I can do for you.
And one thing,
as a person, there's something, I have to feel like there's something wrong with you.
And one thing that you and I probably had no clue on was, Jesus Christ, how much pressure he put on himself. Getting ready for that first match at Survivor Series is like insane. I mean, apparently
I kind of had an inkling, but it was a lot crazier than you could even begin to imagine.
It's like the guy never slept.
Yeah, well, his wife surely implied that he hadn't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then for all that, and then to go to the end of the run at WrestleMania. And like guys like Triple H even noticing that Goldberg has a smile on his face, and he never had a smile on his face in the pro wrestling business before. And he was able to have a smile on his face. He was able to enjoy that entrance down the ramp. It was just, after everything we saw in the hour past with Goldberg, I thought it was really cool to see. And it was something I didn't even notice at WrestleMania, watching WrestleMania. You know, it's something you don't even think of. You know, oh look, Goldberg's happy. You know, because you don't really think about it. You know.
Yeah.
But he enjoyed the moment going down that ramp.
Yeah, I really think the only part of the special where I thought they were fabricating a little bit was him talking about how they were like, oh, we decided after
to continue the run.
Yeah, we decided after Survivor Series that we're going to continue this. To me, they decided before Survivor Series, like before the match happened, they worked it out that this was going to happen, because there's no way, like,
it would have got a minute and a half at Survivor Series otherwise.
Yeah, and well, to me, the way I feel, like if he would have, if it was just a one and done thing, he would have went into Survivor Series and lost.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that they were like, oh, it was all just we decided to extend the thing after Survivor Series. Like, that's the only thing I didn't buy, because I do feel like if you go back and watch the special, he actually mentioned to his kid in backstage after the match, are you surprised that I won? Mm-hmm. Or somewhere along those lines, in reference to, like, I'm sure he told his kid ahead of time, like, going in with the weeks going into the match, you know, I'm going in, I'm going to lose. Yeah. You know, so, you know, things changed. But, like, I don't want to hear, like, yeah, Goldberg won, and then we decided to extend him to WrestleMania. You know, things went really well, and you guys decided to ride the train. Yeah. And take this all the way to WrestleMania. And I don't have a problem with that. No. It's just that's the only thing in the special where I heard it, I'm like, yeah, I don't fully believe I don't fully believe what you're saying.
And how about something you don't see every day? Undertaker out of character backstage talking to someone.
We've been seeing that. We've been seeing that a lot more lately over the past year than we've ever seen before.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's kind of crazy.
You know, it definitely go out of your way to watch it, especially if you've watched the 24s. I'm sure you've already seen it. If not, then go catch it, because it was amazing. He's not done. Do you think?
I don't know if he's done. I think he's going in the Hall of Fame in New Orleans.
Yeah,
I do. I really do.
Kind of debating if I want to go to the Hall of Fame or not. I didn't go in Dallas.
Wait and find out who the headliner is. You'll be able to get tickets one way or another.
Yeah. And I reached out to Mike Johnson to see if he has an inkling on when NXT Takeover and Raw After Mania tickets are. Obviously, those are going to be the two hardest tickets to get. WrestleMania went on sale today, I believe, with pre-sale codes. Yeah. And I'll give those details here in a little bit. But yeah, obviously those are the two tough tickets. Is Raw and NXT, and those are two shows I want to definitely go to. So, some sad news this afternoon. WWE came to terms with the release of James Ellsworth. So, this generation's Barry Horowitz is no longer with the company. But what a ride was it for Ellsworth? He debuted in the summer of 2016 just as a jobber enhancement talent for Braun Strowman to kill, and then guys including Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho pushed for him to get signed full time, and it happened, and he continued the ride for well over a year after his kind of storylines with Ambrose and AJ Styles. After that kind of passed, he then sided with Carmella, helped her get the first ever female Money in the Bank briefcase. Last saw James Ellsworth in an intergender match with Becky Lynch, and after he lost that match, Carmella slapped a super kick on him. And that was it. And
that was his last appearance on TV.
Yeah, you weren't really.
Well, I mean, he was in that thing last night.
Yeah.
The Shane McMahon pep rally, like he was in the background of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was his last, appearance on, like his last real appearance on TV was, doing the job to Becky.
still, a pretty cool story for a guy to actually make something after, what was probably going to be a one and done or a two and done kind of jobber appearance. Still cool to see something like that happen, right, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, look, the dude took the most of an opportunity that he was presented with. Yeah, I mean, you can't freaking fault him for that. I thought it was pretty cool.
He sent out a couple of tweets afterwards. One that got over 22,000 likes already. A lot of people supporting him, giving him their support, and he said, "Thank you to the WWE for letting me live my dream. Thank you, fans, for all the support. I'll continue to prove any man with two hands has a fighting chance." And then a great tweet later on. Wait, Big Cass and Carmella were dating this whole time and nobody told me? That was definitely a James Ellsworth character kind of thing to say. That was kind of funny. And then later on in the day, he announced, "Thank you to everybody inquiring to book him," because he's going to make some money here pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
He announced that he can start taking bookings on February 12th, which is obviously 90 days. The official release must have came as of the 12th. And so February 12th will be when he'll be able to take those. But yeah, he's going to make a killing in the Indies, man. Well, we all thought Monday night Paige was going to make her return to the ring, and Monday Night Raw came and gone, and there was no Paige. And, well, it turns out a little Instagram post with her and Foxy that was posted on Sunday evening may have ruffled feathers with management, because management wanted to make it all a surprise, but Paige was basically not keeping it a secret that she was in Atlanta. And so they decided not to use her. Of course, that's the rumor going forward, Matt.
The whole thing could have been a gigantic internet swerve on the internet itself, as Natty was not automatically placed.
Yeah.
In the Smackdown Women's Survivor Series team, and WWE.com is labeling the fifth member as a mystery partner.
Yeah.
For Team Smackdown, with I believe mentioning both Paige and Nikki Bella in the article itself. So
as soon as they said, we'll obviously talk about the great moment with Charlotte and Rick later. We'll talk about that. But as soon as as soon as that graphic had not Natty in there, I'm like, oh.
And I thought that was just a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
I figured, well, if Natty drops the title, Natty's taking Charlotte's spot on the team. And Charlotte's defending. So when I saw the mystery thing, I'm like, because I heard months ago. Well, I don't even know if it was like a month and a half ago. I heard when Paige was down at the Performance Center, I heard the plan was they were bringing her back and they were going to put her on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, in the last week, they're like, "Oh no, she's going to Raw," and I'm like, "Well, that's weird because that's not what I heard."
And then she did get drafted to Raw.
Yeah, but I mean, Kane got drafted to SmackDown.
True.
I mean, are we really going to play that logic game right now?
And John Cena's on Team SmackDown. Yeah.
I think it should be illegal for a free agent to be on a team.
And that kind of is interesting if Nikki Bella, because John's going to be at Survivor Series, so Nikki might be the fifth person.
Or Brie.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Daniel Bryan has mentioned in interviews lately
he's been getting ready.
That he's been training Brie for her comeback.
Yep.
So
that's cool. We got 3 women, and there's a chance it could be none of them.
Yeah, it could just be Natty.
Oh, if it's Natty, that's going to be such Natty, a letdown. I don't know why they.
But would you put it past WWE to do it?
No.
Exactly.
That would be such a fucking letdown. No. Christ.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Michelle Ellsworth. Y'all thought he was really released, but fucking Ellsworth's coming out in a dress this Sunday.
Santina's best friend.
Janice Michelle Ellsworth.
Oh, Santina. Remember when we groaned when Santino won that women's
Oh,
title?
I hated that. I hated it. But like I said, all this stuff I just can't. I can't put it past them. And here's the way I had to feel about it. I have to take whoever the mystery woman is, and God, I hope it's a woman. And I have to take it with the absolute lowest of expectations.
It's gonna be Sister Abigail.
Oh my God, exactly. Because if I get excited, it's going to be something stupid, and I'm gonna like they're gonna throw Lana in there, and no offense to Lana, but I mean that's not a good surprise. They could have just announced that on Tuesday. Natty doesn't want to participate in the team. She's having a temper tantrum fit. And Lana's like, hey, I'll step in. They didn't have to, make a big deal out of it being a mystery. And WWE does this way too often. You're going to have a mystery opponent later on tonight. And everybody gets hyped up, and everybody's like, oh, who could it be? It could be this, it could be that, it could be this. And it's Kurt Hawkins.
Hey, that excites me, though. That would excite me.
You know what I mean. I know. Though it's just people should just temper their expectations.
But this is a big four.
Whoever this may be.
This is a big four.
I just think if you go in with lower expectations, it's impossible to be disappointed.
I completely forgot about the Bellas. Yeah. That's interesting because right now I was just thinking, it's Paige. It's either Paige or we're gonna go want Natalya. I thought it was gonna be one of those two girls.
No, I definitely think the Bellas are in play.
Cool. Have you heard anything further on the Owens and Sami Zayn thing?
Not a peep.
Obviously,
whatever it was, WWE doesn't want it. WWE doesn't want it known, and WWE doesn't want to talk about it. I think as far as WWE is concerned, they just want to forget that it ever happened, and they all just want to move on from it.
Well, obviously, they were at SmackDown, so business as usual.
Yeah. So, I honestly, I don't think we're ever going to hear a thing about it again.
Oh,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right. We'll probably hear about it in Sami Zayn's book in 2030 or something like that. That time we got sent home from the UK. You want to make fun?
I'd rather read a Kevin Owens book about that, to be perfectly honest.
That's true. And I've got the Owens fight or whatever the hell it's called. I got the DVD. Girlfriend got it for me. I need to watch that.
Oh, the documentary on that was excellent.
Yeah, I got that.
Really, really good.
So I gotta put that in the old DVD player one of these days. You want to make fun of Impact?
Do we have to?
I thought you would love to make fun of Impact at least.
Do you even talking about them gives me a headache. I hear Hania the Huntress is gonna be part of the company, and I try to look at all their stupid tapings for that entire week in Canada, and couldn't find one single taping with her involvement.
Oh boy.
And I'm just like, then why the fuck am I supposed to care?
Yeah.
Just like...
Well, according to Mike Johnson, PW Insider, these are notes from backstage notes from the tapings in Ottawa. Apparently, another changing of the guard in creative with Scott D'Amore now taking over the lead creative role, and apparently there was some grumbling about the amount of attention being paid to Canadian talents at the show, and a fear among those from the Nashville days that they're in the process of being shifted out. I say out. Like I said that on purpose, by the way. I say out like that a lot. I say out like that a lot.
I didn't know if you did that on purpose or not.
Halfway on purpose, but I think it would have been.
I think it would have been funnier if you didn't do it on purpose.
I say it like that a lot, though. I don't know. And of course, they had like a 10-year-old referee in, whatever. D'Amore was the sole producer for the main event for Bound for Glory, so you can blame him. Jimmy Jacobs worked as a producer.
Blame him for what? It was such a great show.
Okay, Moose. Jimmy Jacobs worked as a producer as well. He helped set up the Team Impact versus AAA match. And obviously, and then there was a thing with Santino Marella. There was an idea that was pitched that he was going to do a pre-tape with Grado, and he declined and said did a cameo in the front row instead. So apparently, whatever they wanted him to do, he's like, hey, that's a kind of a stupid. But I guess
imagine Santino Marella finding something stupid.
Yeah, I mean he had tea with Kozlov for crying out loud. So that was a funny segment. Apparently the Grado wearing a shirt that Mick Foley gave him before the Monsters Ball match with Abyss, that was legitimate.
Yeah.
So there you go. And spoiler, there's going to be a new champion. Yeah, cover your ears for 2 seconds. If you don't want to be spoiled with Impact, cover your ears for 2 seconds. Laurel Van Ness is your new Knockouts champion.
Eddie Edwards is your new Grand Champion, and some guy's name I don't even remember is your new X Division Champion. So every single title changed hands except for Eli Drake's at the taping.
Oh, that's right, because Seidel beat EC3.
EC3, yep.
So he lost it already? Oy.
Well, he's had that for a while.
Oh, has he? Oh, okay.
The grand title, yeah, he had that for a couple months. It was a decent,
did?
Right. No, Seidel beat EC3.
That's what I meant, and then Seidel just got beat by
No.
Eddie Edwards? Oh, I thought you said Eddie Edwards had the title.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, what did Eddie Edwards do then?
What did I say? Did I even mention Edwards?
You said Eddie Edwards won the Grand Championship.
No, if I said that, I misspoke then. It was Matt Seidel.
I was like, God, Seidel lost it already?
No.
Okay.
No.
For those that were wondering, Vince McMahon must be okay with Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom because he wished Jericho a happy birthday on November 9th. And
I want you to think, pal, when he comes back, I'm going to bury him. He's going to job to Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, he's going to end the losing streak?
He's going to be the one behind the one of 1 in 283.
By that point, it might be two. I think it's like
going to be great.
I think it's 130 right now, and you scare me with how close that is to probably what Vince is thinking. Kenny Omega said when talking to Tokyo Sports, of course Vince McMahon gave his permission, so Vince knew in case there was any.
Oh, Jericho wouldn't flat out say that on the podcast with Jim Ross.
Yeah.
So
well, Omega said it, so.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying Jericho did not confirm what Omega had to say.
And then Okada is like had an interview, and Okada said he didn't even know. He found out with the rest of the people backstage. He's like, whoa, like apparently it was a pretty intense moment backstage, and I think for the better, because obviously that's going to get a lot more eyes onto Wrestle Kingdom that may not have been before. But holy shit, our eyes were already going to be on it, and damn, that card looks good.
Good.
Thank you, Booker. Oh God, how many? Yeah, yet another Booker fail on Raw this weekend. It's always funny when Cole and Graves pile on him, and you piled on him on Twitter. I saw.
Oh, because he deserved it.
Yes, I know. I'm not. Yeah, I know. I never thought I'd be begging for Otunga to come back.
I've been trying to tell fuckers for years.
At this point, Matt,
but months now that dude that he ain't that bad, and nobody wanted to fucking listen to me. He ain't that bad.
At this point, I almost want them to call up Percy Watson and replace Booker.
He's so terrible.
Madison Rayne departed from Impact earlier this year, and she's going to make her return to Ring of Honor later on in November. She's going to take on Deonna Purrazzo in Oklahoma. So Madison's going to join the Women of Honor there Sunday, November 19th in Oklahoma City. I think there's something else happening on November 19th. I don't know what, but yeah. And also on November 19th is the survival of the fittest. So the winner of that tournament gets a ROH title shot. The coach, Jonathan Coachman, has confirmed that he's going to leave ESPN, or has already left ESPN.
It's just so fucking funny. That dude left ESPN months ago.
Yeah.
It's just nobody's talking about it until now, since Coach is back on social media.
Yeah, and so was he part of that first wave of let goes, or did he just decided to leave? Maybe saw the writing on the wall.
I don't think he was a part of that first wave of being let go, but I think it was some kind of mutual agreement, like, hey, we're gonna let you run it, or you can run out the rest of your deal, however many few months he had by just sitting at home. And now he's doing his own thing.
If I got paid to sit at home, I wouldn't turn it down. So, and on top of that, rumors are that ESPN's going to have yet another wave of cutbacks after Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hey, this weekend we're no longer with Impact Wrestling, where our tagline is "Last one there to leave, turn off the lights." James Storm has confirmed his last scheduled appearance for Impact Wrestling at the TV tapings in Ontario. Gave a farewell speech. He has been with the company since 2002, when the promotion was founded by Jeff and Jerry Jarrett. And hopefully he'll be cracking open a beer on NXT or WWE sometime soon. Sorry.
Well, you know it's going to be NXT, if anything.
About your damn luck.
Like, he ain't coming straight up to the main roster. Let's get real here.
And I know this is going to drastically make Matt sad.
Somehow I doubt that.
We may have to just stop the show right here. We won't be able to get to Raw and SmackDown and Takeover and Survivor Series previews because Mahabali Shera has gone from Impact Wrestling. I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Yeah, I'm sure he's okay with it.
And Swangle's been removed from their Impact roster. Page Mike Johnson for PW Insider said he never was signed to a contract, so he had a little cameo in one of the Hardys. What was that called? The tag team. What was that tag team thing called?
Tag Team Armageddon?
No.
Tag Team Apocalypto?
Yeah, that thing. And they also had a thing with Rockstar Spud as well, which I hear Rockstar Spud is close to signing with the WWE once he gets some visa paperwork taken care of, and he's going to join.
I hear the contract's already signed.
Is it now? Okay, I heard.
I hear they're just waiting to start him, to when the visa paperwork is done.
Oh, okay.
I hear the contract's already. The I's have been dotted, the T's have been crossed. It's just a matter of finishing his visa stuff, and once the visa stuff's done, he's coming straight to 205 Live. So I hear he's actually bypassing NXT.
That'll be a great addition to 205 Live too. He's good in the ring, good on the mic, and I've said this before. Back when we covered Impact, his feud with EC3 was there was some of those 150 episodes we covered Impact. His feud with EC3 was great.
In fact, it was like, wait, Matt might watch again. We brought Honey in. Hey, you can just sit at home, Honey. Well, we don't need you anymore.
We just wanted to tease Matt. We knew he'd read the spoilers, so we just
fuck you, Anthem.
We just wanted him to put it back on his DVR recording schedule.
Yep, I did.
Take it.
I'm gonna have to wait through those tapings, and if she's not on it at all, I'm done. I'm totally done with these idiots. It was the only reason I was gonna tune into their stuff. It was in hopes to see what they were gonna do with her.
There's one other reason why you need to tune in, though, Matt.
I think you're lying.
No, there's one reason. Besides the Huntress.
Lying out of your butt.
No, there's one more reason that you should tune into Impact. And that's,
I don't believe you.
The reason is Eli Drake.
Yeah, just wait for his contract to be up and let him go back to NXT.
Yeah.
I'm not really that hard pressed to really care.
NXT, yeah. WWE has filed a trademark for WWE Mix To Match Challenge. What's this tell you, Matt? WWE Mix To Match
It
Challenge.
sounds like a game show.
Yeah.
Like where the men and the women compete together in like a game show type thing. Maybe it's something for the WWE network. I know people were like, "Ooh, maybe it's like mixed gender wrestling." I really don't think so.
Intergender tag team titles.
Yeah, to me it sounded a lot more like something
like Road Rules Challenge kind of thing.
Yes, exactly, something like that. A lot more than it sounded like, anything else.
Yeah. They also filed for the trademark of Project Rock. May or may not be connected to Dwayne Johnson's Project Rock brand that he released.
On The Rock, I'm like, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's mine, bitch.
And that's The Rock's partnership with Under Armour.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if I'm The Rock, I'm like, hey, Vince, no.
All right.
Fine.
All right, Matt. You said no. You said no to the Bullet Club umbrella. Can I interest you in a Bullet Club fanny pack?
No.
Yes, Bullet Club fanny packs are now for sale at Pro Wrestling Tees.
I am going to. I saw the new listing of Bullet Club shirts coming to Hot Topic. I am gonna get the. I'm gonna get the cease and desist.
That's a good one.
Shirt, and I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna get the new Bullet Club Kenny Omega, the cleaner shirt that looks like that kind of looks like the Terminator skull.
Oh, I want to get that.
So I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get the new the cease and desist shirt when those hit Hot Topic. I'm gonna wait and get them in the mall. Honest to get, if you guys are looking to get the Bullet Club merch, you're much better off actually going to your local Hot Topic and buying it there and taking advantage of the buy one shirt get one for 50% off deal that they have in the store. Because if you try to do it online, the buy one get one for 50% off doesn't exist on their website. It's an in-store only thing. And beyond that, most of their sales that they run on the website were like the entire site's 30% off. Well, guess what's not? The Bullet Club merch. So if you guys really want to get that stuff, and I highly encourage you to, head to Hot Topic and support the Bullet Club and buy their stuff. Go directly to the Hot Topic stores and buy the stuff there. Don't buy it from HotTopic.com because you're just getting ripped off.
Don't buy it from HotTopic.com either.
Yeah, shut up.
I
told you ahead of time my sinuses and my nose are bothering me. Going into tonight's show, I don't need your ass picking on me for getting some words wrong tonight, brother.
I bought myself 2 grab bag shirts too, so I'm curious to see what I'll get from the old Pro Wrestling Tees bin of stuff. The Trentonian interviewed Daniel Bryan a few days ago, and Daniel Bryan has admitted that he's trying to get cleared to wrestle as we speak. He says all of his tests have come back fantastic, better than people who have never had any concussions. But it's a weird thing. We're in a weird situation politically with the climate around concussions. Right now it's very difficult. WWE would love to have me back. But is that the smart thing for me as a business to bring me back? If I was to come back, then they'd let me back. Would they get a lot of flack for it? They have a ton of stockholders that they're responsible for. It's more than just, is he healthy to do it? So if he doesn't do it now, he'll do it in the fall of 2018. Right, Matt?
Yeah, exactly. I think you mentioned in the same interview, like he's 85% sure that he's stepping back in the ring.
Yeah.
So
Vince, fucking just do it. Ratings Impact slightly drops down to 250,000 viewers. Raw go-home show for Survivor Series bounces back over 3 million. Actually, the first time since August 28th that Raw has hit 3 million. Gee, what starts right around August 28th, Matt? Bum, 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 bum. And SmackDown, after that disastrous Halloween show, they bounced back the last 2 weeks. They held pretty much even this week. compared to last week, 2.0 or 2.6 million. Triple H, as they're promoting the tour of India, which was going to be 2 nights back to back, but now all of a sudden it's going to be one super show.
No, it's 2 nights again.
Well, one's in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? All the Abu Dhabi marketing doesn't have Jinder Mahal on it.
Yeah. Huh.
To me, if that doesn't tell you that your championship reign was a complete and utter failure, I don't know what does. The Jinder Mahal experiment is dead.
Well, here, I'll tell you this. I work for Sportskeeda. It's an Indian-based website. It's based in India. And I was talking with a bunch of the people with the site. I think it was yesterday I was talking with him. He's not a big deal in India. He's nothing compared to the Great Khali. And I go, oh, is it because he's Canadian? And they go, yep.
I also think it has a lot to do with the way he's portrayed on television.
Yeah,
he's portrayed as a bogus '80s wrestling stereotype.
Yep,
and I'm sure the people of India don't appreciate that.
Yep, they didn't need to go that route with him. Maybe now that this title reign's over, maybe they.
Like I said,
he wants to work babyface.
To me, he's going to cost AJ the title at Survivor Series. Not the title, but he's going to cost AJ the match at Survivor Series with Lesnar. And then he's going to get his rematch against AJ at whatever December SmackDown pay-per-view is. He's going to lose, and he's going to go. He's going to go the name of our show.
Yeah, we were talking about that too. I go, well, we've had Cesaro as our mascot. Should we change it to Jinder Mahal? Because he mentioned this guy's going to be in the mid-card for the rest of his life. I go, well, our show's called Lost in the Mid-Card. Maybe we should change our mascot. Jinder wants to go babyface, so hopefully Vince will let him turn babyface. Get rid of this. You know, I enjoyed the title run, I will say. He looked like he belonged in the main event. Was it compelling? A compelling title run? No, but I enjoyed it. We'll just say that, and I think he did a good job being on top. Is he a top draw? No, but I think he did a good job with the situation. He had a nice title reign. So, is there just a SmackDown pay-per-view in December?
I honestly don't even know what the pay-per-view schedule is in December.
I think December is Clash of Champions.
And I'm pretty sure that is SmackDown. So,
going to the 2017 calendar, Clash of Champions, that's the only one scheduled for. I bet they sneak a Raw one in early January before Rumble.
How late in January is the Rumble, though?
28.
Oh yeah, they could if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could put one in on the first Saturday of January would be what? The first Sunday of January is the 7th, 3 weeks before the Rumble.
Yeah.
So they could very well do that.
The option is there if you wish to use it.
After we went on that the diatribe, Triple H calls out Jinder Mahal, and so Triple H is going to square off against Jinder Mahal in India. So Triple H is going to job to Jinder in India.
Or will he?
Or will he? And this was before Monday Night Raw, and so we're like, it's like, oh, now that you think about it, Triple H was in the ring a lot in this European tour.
As far as I've been told, it was decided over the weekend.
Yep, that's what I read.
Going into Raw. This was not like, ha, we got you. Weren't you surprised? This was literally like a last minute decision. So I don't have a problem with it. I think it was a good decision.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more interested in Survivor Series now than I was 2 weeks ago, and I would definitely say Triple H helps contribute to that.
And I'm very interested in our predictions later.
Oh,
CZW.
You would be.
CZW Night of Infamy happened this past weekend. New champion. So one of my favorites from Lucha Underground, Killshot, Shane Strickland lost the title to Joe Gacy. And Jimmy Jacobs also wrestled on the show against Sami Callihan. You might know him as Jeremiah Crane on Lucha Underground, or Solomon Crow on NXT. Jimmy Jacobs did defeat Callahan with a Dragon Sleeper on the CZW show as well. Hogan teases, Bischoff teases, and I think we're just all getting teased. Hulk Hogan tweeted,
I don't know what the hell all this is about.
Hogan tweeted, when it rains, it pours. I will never say I'm bored again. Business is getting crazy off the chain. Better than ever. One more time around the block. Thank you, God. I wonder if he's talking about Beefcake's old wife or girlfriend.
Will you stop?
Thanks, Gorilla. And then Bischoff tweets, game changed, stay tuned. And I read a rumor killer on Bischoff running a new promotion. I don't know. What have you heard so far?
Whatever it is, it's being kept extremely quiet. I don't know. To be honest, I've even had one person go as far as to tell me that Hogan and Bischoff's tweets weren't connected.
Well, they're 2 days. They were 2 days apart.
Yeah, I've had someone tell me, like, what you think, you don't. Like, basically telling me, like, these two tweets, while everybody's connecting them together, don't really belong. So
Hogan could be talking about the WWE, and Bischoff owns his own entertainment company. So,
but Bischoff's been tweeting more about pro wrestling in the last 48 hours than I've seen him tweet about pro wrestling in the last 48 months.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Something is a brewing.
I wonder if he's talking, because Bischoff is got his own entertainment company, so he's got a lot of reach in television, right? Okay. Who just purchased a wrestling company, Matt?
I've heard it has nothing to do with the NWA.
Damn it!
That was one thing that I was told immediately. This has nothing to do with the NWA. They could be lying to me. But who I spoke to told me point blank that this has nothing to do with the NWA. And they could be lying. And like I said, they could be lying to me. They could be, kayfabing me, brother.
Brother.
But but that's just what I was told. So, we'll find out. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Bischoff bought stake in Impact. Like, I would not, like, when Impact rolls back around to the Impact Zone in January, I would not be surprised to see Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff there. Like, basically taking over the day-to-day operations of that company.
Well,
I would in no way be surprised.
What's Anthem need? What's Anthem losing a lot of?
Yes, exactly.
Money. Who can make money?
Yeah. I would. I have not been told that from anybody, but I would not be the slightest bit surprised if, when Impact rolls back around in Orlando in January, if Hogan and Bischoff aren't there.
What does everybody want?
We'll find out.
I've been wanting to ask that question for 150 episodes, and just now I finally was able to ask that one.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
God bless Al Snow.
I was told it has nothing to do with the NWA. I was told by somebody else that the two tweets weren't interconnected. But, in the wrestling business, you learn after a while that it's really hard to trust anybody, especially when it's a situation such as this. DTA. So only time will tell of what is going down to my friend.
It's already a great wrestling weekend with NXT Takeover, WarGames, and Survivor Series this weekend. And on top of that, House of Hardcore debuts on Twitch. Actually, their television show has already got 2 episodes on Twitch right now that you can go see. Just go into twitch.tv, search for House of Hardcore, subscribe, and you'll get to watch their first ever streaming live show from the 2300 Arena in Philly this Saturday. I'm going to catch it after TakeOver goes off the air, and I'll give you my thoughts. Those set to appear: MVP, Petey Williams, Shane Douglas, Bull James, Matt Cross, and many more. There's a mystery three-way featuring 3 debuting talents, and my first thought was, Ricochet. But no, Ricochet actually was at House of Hardcore 16 and 17. This one, I believe, is House of Hardcore 35, I think, on Saturday. And 34 is on Friday, the night before, in Long Island. So, I'm thinking Jimmy Jacobs, Bram, maybe. Hell, Lashley. Who knows if he's still with the company? I don't know. Is he, Matt?
Lashley, as far as I know, is still with Impact.
So, it'll be interesting.
I think Lashley's done House of Hardcore before, though.
Oh, has he?
I feel like he's made an appearance there before.
Okay. Yeah, my first thought was, Ricochet, but then I Googled the whole every match in Wikipedia. You could just do a Control F and look for Ricochet, and yeah, he wrestled. Nick Aldis, known as Magnus, he'll take on Billy Gunn.
I'm so glad he lost that 53-year-old man.
Huh?
The NWA had that title match between that Tim Storm or whatever dude and Nick Aldis, and I was so happy to hear that Aldis lost.
I didn't realize that happened already.
Yeah, it already happened. It happened. Aldis jobbed.
If you're wondering what we're laughing about, Matt does not like Magnus. We already went over this last week, I think.
Yes, we did.
Billy Gunn taking on Matt.
I was pretty happy about it.
Of course, it's House of Hardcore. So, what House of Hardcore show, could there be without an ECW flashback? As the Squad is going to take on Guido and Super Crazy. Austin Aries.
He is crazy.
He's super crazy. Austin Aries returns. Not sure if he's going to wrestle, but he returns. And then first blood match between Joey Mercury and Tommy Dreamer. So, and in the Long Island show on Friday this week, the Luchasaurus makes his debut. Of course, that is one of the Lizard Tribe from Lucha Underground, but also former WWE developmental talent Judas Devlin, who's also on Big Brother. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see Shane Douglas. I mean, I love me some franchise. Petey Williams. Obviously now Petey Williams is back with Impact. MVP. So a bunch of guys I haven't seen in a while on my television, and Joey Mercury, man, one of the J&Js.
You love your J&J.
Yeah, they're now called the Singh Brothers. So yeah, I'll give you my report on that.
Yeah, I'm too freaking busy.
I will not be after TakeOver, so I will, and then I'm going to go see Justice League Sunday morning. So lots of fun stuff this weekend. Still, to this day, no plans to broadcast the Starrcade event from Greensboro on November 25th. A lot of people were hoping the WWE is holding it off until Survivor Series to announce, but sounds like it was never planned unless there's a massive change in decision last second. It's still not happening, and if it hasn't been decided now, I doubt a live broadcast is just going to happen like that. Never know, but
you never know, damn it.
One of the 3 guys I once met at an Omaha Perkins.
Scott Snyder's mad that this was not a Shoney's.
Yeah, not a Shoney's, but a Perkins. Edge, Tyson Tomko, and the Conway. Rob Conway, working at the Performance Center this week.
Just look at me. I'm never on TV.
I loved that gimmick. I don't know why. I just did. I loved it. Yes, so after a WWE event, we stopped by Perkins to eat, and lo and behold, there's Edge, Tyson Tomko, and Rob Conway. This was just before Edge had to go against Mick Foley in a pay-per-view. And as Edge is leaving, somebody in the restaurant yells, "Good luck Sunday!" And Edge goes, "I'll need it."
Oh my.
So there you go. We for those that don't want Ring of Honor spoilers, earmuff it for about a minute. We have now got the updated card for Final Battle 2017, December 15th, from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. Of course, the main event is going to be a good one. I'd love to see my boy get the title, but I don't know if he'll be the one to take it off of Cody. But Cody faces Dalton Castle. Well, no, what do you think, man? Dalton's a company man. He's been there a while. What do you think, Matt?
There's definitely a chance of a title change.
Tommy Dreamer, has he been in Ring of Honor before?
Dude, if he has, I don't remember it. But I mean, Tommy's been everywhere, so like he might have been there for a cup of coffee at some point.
He's Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray take on the Briscoes. That's going to be a fun one. Four-way dance for the ROH TV title. Kenny King, Punishment Martinez, Shane Taylor, and Silas Young. Jay Lethal against Marty Scurll. Addiction against War Machine. Matt Taven against Will Ospreay. Show is sold out, but you can get it on pay-per-view. So Mike Johnson on Monday reported that there are now discussions between the WWE and Neville about coming back. Nothing confirmed, but there's been positive talk between the two sides.
Get back on the Neville level, bitches.
And you've heard it here first on Lost in the Midcard, and new Intercontinental Champion Neville.
See, you know what? You think that? I am gonna go out there, and you're gonna think I'm fucking crazy.
You're fucking crazy, man. Okay,
you're a winner and new WWE United Kingdom Champion. Neville. And he works NXT, and he's one of the featured attractions for that new UK brand that they choose to start up.
Okay.
That means he gets to work under Triple H and Regal, and he doesn't have to work with Vince anymore.
Okay.
I was not told that, but I think that's more likely than an Intercontinental title run.
I just think there's some sort of stock. Of course, maybe there's not much stock in it now after he got in trouble, but when KO put over Neville on the mic as being like the best wrestler in the company, I don't know. But,
Neville is one of the best wrestlers in the company. There's no denying that.
I know.
But Vince is Vince, dude. Yeah. It's Vince.
Well, maybe there'll be a time where Regal runs NXT and Triple H runs WWE, and that time is soon. But yeah, so
we wish.
Good positive talks with Neville in the WWE, which is good. I'm glad because I was already a little bummed when Aries left, and I even got more bummed when Neville left. We, the people. Jack Swagger announced that he has signed a contract to fight for Bellator in the heavyweight division in 2018. So Jake Hager, good luck there in the cage. Obviously, Jack Swagger signed to a developmental deal with WWE in 2006. A big push in 2009, winning the world title. Then didn't really get pushed again after that. A little bit of trouble and such, and really never got back on his feet after the big title win. Justin Credible took to Twitter yesterday to post a great message thanking the WWE for their support, helping him turn his life around. He posted on Twitter yesterday, when I retired from pro wrestling, I honestly didn't think I would miss it all that much. Last year of my life has been full of ups and downs, most of them public. My struggles with addiction have been well documented. I'm pleased to say today that I'm clean and sober. Through the amazing help of the WWE Wellness Program, I am able to live the life I never thought possible with gratitude, love, and compassion. I also want to say that when I retired on October 16th, 2015, I was not the person you remember as just incredible. What I'm basically trying to say is 2018 is going to be the year that I redeem myself, not only in the eyes of the fans, but my peers. I gave this business everything, and in return, I got lost along the way, as so many do. This isn't some gimmick to try to get. This is not some gimmick to try to get bookings. If for no other reason, I just want to show everyone the love and support and fans from the fans and the wellness program, that anyone can battle their demons and come back better than ever. Stay tuned. So. Good to hear that from Just Incredible for sure. WrestleMania pre-sale tickets are on sale right now as we speak at Ticketmaster.com. Bunch of pre-sale codes. WWE Fan, all WWE tweets, and Tweet Fan are current pre-sale codes if you want to go get yourself those WrestleMania tickets right now. At the latest tapings of Impact Wrestling, Jimmy Jacobs was on them, and apparently he's going to be known as the Princess, Matt.
Boy.
Yeah, okay. Apparently he's going to side with Eli Drake and Chris Adonis in their battles in the upcoming tapings, but yes, known as the Princess. Well, we just talked about Neville possibly coming back, and now, according to Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer, Hideo Itami might be on his way out the door once his contract expires.
I hear there's nothing to that.
Good. We'll move on then.
I hear that was nothing. I hear that's nothing more than Japanese dirt sheet speculation.
Japanese dirt sheet.
Oh, no, honestly, I hear that's where Meltzer got it from. I heard like people in Japan are I'm hearing Hideo's going to come back to Japan when his NXT deal's up. I have not heard that. I have not heard that from anybody yet. So
that's a great band name, Japanese Dirt Sheet.
What can you do?
Yeah. NXT this week. Awesome as always, Matt. You got your swag cup ready, Matt?
Dude, you know I don't like these guys like you like these guys.
God, you need to get on the train, man.
Really need to do anything.
You liking what you see out of Sabatelli and Moss as a tag team?
Dude, I like the Street Profits more than I like them.
Well, that says something.
And Sabatelli and Moss are bland as shit.
How the hell can you not get behind the Street Profits, man? Man, come on.
There's nothing to them for me.
They defeated Sabatelli and Moss. Lars Sullivan killed Raul Mendoza. Afterwards, Ono, he was going to get ready to kill him some more, and Ono came out and made the save, obviously setting up a match for, I believe, next week, right? It's going to be the show before the Takeover taping.
Wait, what?
It's not on Takeover, is it?
What?
No. Oh, it is on Takeover.
What?
Sullivan
and Ono is on Takeover.
For some reason, I was thinking that was with Gargano and Dunn.
No, Gargano and Dunn's being taped prior to the thing for NXT TV.
Yeah, and I thought that for some reason I thought Sullivan and Ono was, because they didn't build it at all.
Interesting question, and I haven't heard this, but what do you think? What do you think of Ciampa returning this Saturday night? And I haven't heard this. I don't know what his recovery time was. I don't know where he is in his recovery, but it
was an ACL, wasn't it?
I don't even remember. It feels like it was so long ago. But I would not be surprised to see Ciampa return and cost Gargano that match when done.
His timetable is March 2018.
All right, so probably not then. Never mind.
ACL surgery in Birmingham.
Yeah,
So
in March. Yeah, that's probably not happening then. Never.
He had to go. He had to go see Dr. James Andrews.
My bad.
Yeah, because he tore that at Orlando or Chicago, wasn't it? Yes, he tore that at Chicago, which was May, right? Yeah. Here's what I think, Matt. You're gonna probably call me crazy.
I always do.
I think DIY reunites when Ciampa returns.
No.
This much time after that turn,
dude, the whole thing's been the feud. No. DIY does not get back together and Ciampa comes back. There's money to be made in the feud with Gargano and Ciampa, man.
That's true because I mean those guys were never a tag team before. I mean those were always singles guys. So
yeah,
I was just a thought of mine. I for some reason it was so much time has passed.
To me that would be a terribly huge mistake.
Yeah. By
NXT to do that. And I don't think that sounds like something Vince would do.
Maybe I've been getting in the mind of Vince too much now. You know.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about you.
Yeah, now because I'm getting in the mind of Vince on how the main event of Survivor Series is going down, and yeah, we'll have fun with that one in a little bit. Speaking of Gargano in the office apologizing to Regal for losing a lot lately, and Regal says, "I know you've lost a lot, son, but we're gonna put you in a title match anyways." I just thought this was weird that he's been losing and they put him in a UK title match, but it's gonna be an amazing match.
And Regal's like, "It's okay, I know you're a jobber. I need someone to feed to my biological son, Pete Dunne."
Oh, the Bruiserweight. They show a sweet video of WarGames. So if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. Promo with the Undisputed Era, which is cool. Promo with Ellering as well as they get ready for that. Ember Moon and Mercedes Martinez, I thought this was a phenomenal match with these ladies. What did you think, Matt?
Yeah, I thought they worked really well together.
Yeah. Hopefully we see more of Mercedes, not just this round of tapings. Hopefully
are we doing takeover picks tonight as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think we're going to disagree on who we think's coming out of there with the title. So
yeah, I got my pick ready. So.
I've got my pick too, brother.
All right, brother.
Brother do Jack, brother brah brah brah.
Yeah. Pause for effect. After that, Nikki Cross's music hits, and then Peyton Royce's music hits, and then Kairi Sane's music hits. So we just hear music. That's all we see. Another brewing feud that I'm excited about. Ruby Riott and Sonya Deville is coming up, and that's going to be next week. And obviously they're playing off the three-way dance for a chance to go to Takeover when Sonya Deville put Ruby Riott in the ankle lock for quite some time before Ember Moon jumped in and landed the Eclipse on Sonya. So Ruby Riott, the doctors, quote-unquote, had her out of action for another week or two. And, of course, the paparazzi's in the training room as well, and they ask Ruby, what's she going to do? And then Sonya shows up. So I'm excited for that one, Matt. I think they'll put on a hell of a show, too, Matt. And you saw Sonya and Asuka, so you know Sonya can go.
Oh, absolutely.
Drew cutting an awesome promo to get us ready for the main event of TakeOver.
To try to make anybody believe that his jobber opponent has a chance.
No, we all know that. That's not happening. The best part was
look, I'm just going to flat out say it. We have more of a chance of Adam Cole defeating Drew McIntyre at an untelevised house show the night before TakeOver than we do of Andrade Cien Almas winning the NXT Championship this Saturday night.
Is that San Antonio one with HBK?
Yes, the one with HBK as the referee.
And Drew wanted Almas to come out and face him like a man unless Zelina doesn't want to let him off his leash tonight. That pissed off Almas. He goes at Drew. And then Zelina tries to do a crossbody on Drew. Well, she knew it wasn't going to work, but it worked in effect to distract Drew. As Drew put her back down, and Andrade did the chop block and did his hammerlock DDT. We go to credits, making you think, oh, Andre's got all the momentum. We know better.
Yeah, not really.
You want to do takeover picks now or save them for later?
Well, we normally do the picks at the end of the show, so...
Yeah.
It's up to you. I mean, however you want to change up the format, I mean, it's up to you, brother.
We'll go to Raw and SmackDown real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Let's just breeze through these shows.
Stephanie McMahon kicks off Monday Night Raw live from ATL. And she basically just goes bitch mode on Kurt Angle for the open. Comparing his fifth choice for the team, Jason Jordan, to SmackDown's fifth choice, John Cena. And I think Stephanie was getting ready to fire him. Sierra, Hotel, Indigo, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Which is so stupid.
What's so stupid?
That she was going to fire him.
Yeah.
You can't tell me, like, look, clearly you're right. Clearly that's what was implied. And clearly it is absolutely stupid beyond a shadow of a doubt with 6 days before your pay-per-view, you're going to fire the GM and the captain of your team.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I get it. That means you were going to put your husband as the captain of Team Raw. But then you still would have needed to find a fifth member of your team because clearly you didn't want Jason Jordan there. And who was going to fill that spot? You know, it's like the loopholes of logic there.
Shawn Michaels.
Good. Oh, yeah, okay.
And Shield basically...
Speaking of people that shouldn't be on a branded team.
The Shield standing up for Angle. He was a member of the Shield for a time. And they were behind his leadership. And Stephanie asking Roman where he's been. That was kind of funny. How about that? All of a sudden you put Roman in the Shield and he gets a pop. Of course, he's kind of at home in Atlanta, too. So that was almost like the perfect mix of Roman getting a pop, right?
The big dog.
Because is he from Atlanta or just that's where he played college ball?
That's where he played ball.
So he's not from Atlanta?
I don't believe so.
He's from parts unknown.
No, I think he's from Florida. Is he from Pensacola?
Oh, that's right, Pensacola, Florida. That's right. Good thing I'm not a ring announcer. Well, I would have had cards, so.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I was a ring announcer at one time for a local MMA promotion. That was fun. Reigns came back with her. Well, we haven't seen you in about 6 or 7 months. The last time we saw you, Seth put... we don't want to get him in trouble. Your husband put you through a table at Mania. I thought that whole thing was kind of funny. I thought Roman was great here. Good to see Roman back. Of course, he's got a lot of energy. You know, he had to sit at home and recover from the old infection for a month. So.
I wanted to shield the triple powerbomb Stephanie right off my television. But they powerbombed the other McMahon sibling this week instead.
But I thought that was a cool open to Raw once the Shield got in. But man, Stephanie was in bitch mode this week. Look out!
When isn't she in bitch mode? And that's the reason why I hate her character. Because nobody can ever get over on her character because she can't be attacked. You know, and when she gets attacked, you know, it's normally by a woman or by accident. You can never get your heat back on this woman. Like, the creative booking for her is all wrong, and she's so grating on the television product that, honestly, now that she's been back for, like, the last couple weeks, I'm like, oh my god, could she go away again?
You just want Bully Ray to come back and powerbomb her through a table. Like
I would love to see that.
That'd be marquee for moment of the year, wouldn't
it? Do it right off the stage. Right through a table, right off the stage to a table.
My God, she's got a family!
If Stephanie wants to bitch about it, you're like, hey, bitch, Mae Young took it.
Oh,
shit. So...
She was in her 80s when she took it.
Yeah, exactly, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Triple threat match. Winner gets into the Survivor Series team. This is where we all thought Paige was going to sneak in, but nope, we're just having a triple threat. I never noticed this because we hardly see Dana Brooke on TV anymore, but in her entrance, a nice little tribute to her boyfriend who unfortunately passed away a few months back. So thought that was pretty cool. Nice little tribute.
What was the tribute? I don't know what you're talking about.
She blows a kiss to the sky.
Oh, got it. I had no idea.
I caught it this week when I was. Well, I love to watch Dana Brooke. I love me some Dana Brooke. After she does her little flip, she does that. So the triple threat match, and the other 4 women on the team were also at ringside, and Asuka was trying to help Dana Brooke up, and
which made no sense.
Yeah, that was weird. And Dana gave her a nice little forearm shiver, and that you don't do that to Asuka. She ran away for Asuka for about 20 seconds, and then she met a nice little kick that took her out of the match. Bayley and James went at it for a little while. James went for her patent DDT, but Bayley slipped out the back door, hit the Bayley to belly, and gets the win. So Bayley joins Team Raw. Enzo Amore, he talks because, well, that's what he does.
I was going to say, is there anything else new to that story?
I like the pairing of him and Gulak, though. What say you, Matt?
How are you doing? They work together.
They do, and finally Gulak's got kind of a gimmick, and he's gotten rid of that awful '90s porn music theme too. I mean, that seriously sounded like bad '90s porn music. Go back and look at Drew's first theme. Enzo and Drew took on Kalisto and Tozawa in a tag match with the bad guys winning after 8 minutes. And Angle's in his office. Balor, Joe, Strowman, and Jason Jordan are all in there. Angle goes, you guys need to work together, work out your differences, be a team. So Joe, you and Balor are going to take on the club. Angle said, I got a lot of heat for naming you to my team, Jason Jordan. So, son, you're going to face Bray Wyatt. Oh, what? You're facing a guy that jobs half the time? Sorry.
I was just happy he didn't I'm just happy he didn't make Finn Balor face Bray Wyatt.
At least that got swept under the rug.
Thank God. Look, there's a lot of times where I get on WWE for forgetting continuity. If you just want to forget that whole Sister Abigail thing ever happened, I'm going to give you a mulligan. We're good. Move on. It never happened. It's like Rocky V. It never happened. We can move on, and we can all be good about it.
If you want to bring in a woman to be Sister Abigail, like Mika Rotunda, yeah.
Yeah, but even now, at this point, they need to wait like a year or two to do it now because this is too fresh.
And my favorite part of this segment, Angle goes to Braun. And Braun, I want Kane. Braun Strowman is fucking great.
He's the dude.
Oh my god. Spoiler alert, Braun Strowman is going to be a nominee for Wrestler of the Year. Because I'm gonna say so. Matt probably won't disagree, but it is getting to that time, though, isn't it, Matt? We gotta start putting our marquees together.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, but before we know it, it's gonna be Christmas. Jesus tits.
Jesus tits.
Jesus tits.
That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about watching these Lakers right now.
Oh, what's going on there?
They're just getting their ass beat by the 76ers.
Oh, well, 76ers are on the rise now.
Yeah, I know. It's just I just want my team to be good again.
2 years ago, it would have been ooh. Yeah, but you'll get LeBron and another big free agent, and Luol Deng will still be there, and Lonzo Ball, and they'll be super Lakers.
And Kuz. Don't forget about the Kuz.
Kuzma?
Yeah, dude, that dude's legit, man. Honestly, I like what I've seen from him in this year more than I like what I've seen from Ball.
Miz TV is up next with Cesaro and Sheamus as his guests. Basically just a little heel promo which I thought was great. I thought these guys did pretty good.
Yeah, it was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Paid by numbers, but it was fine.
Nobody interrupted or anything, just heels talking, and yeah, I thought it was good. Unless he prefers to do it that way, please just take the mouth guard off of Cesaro. It's like Sin Cara talking. You can't fucking understand anything. Okay, there's my soapbox for the day.
I think he's forced to keep it in there because Vince finds it funny.
That's what I'm thinking.
I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't. I haven't heard that, but I know how juvenile Vince's sense of humor is, and I wouldn't put it past him.
Speaking of Cesaro, I DM'd this to you. What was that? That was weird. I tried to figure out what it was, but I couldn't find it. But when Cassius Ohno went into William Regal's office, he's wearing a Cesaro shirt, not the Swiss Cyborg Cesaro. It's like a brand. It's like an American flag. It was an American shirt, like an American flag and bald eagle on it, and it said Cesaro. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's old as dirt. That's old as dirt.
What is it?
It was just a really old Cesaro shirt. Like back when he was like United States champion.
Oh, I didn't know that was even a WWE shirt.
Yeah, dude, I could probably find it.
Wow.
Like I'll look it up if I can find it. I'll link you to I'll link it to you send you on a Twitter DM.
New Day accepts the challenge of the Shield, which did we not know that it was coming. They showed a tweet of John Cena preparing for Survivor Series because, well, I mean, he can't show up to prepare.
Well, why would he? Why would you think this?
Bray Wyatt in his first match in over a month after the viral infection, taking on Jason Jordan. Wyatt went for Sister Abigail, but Jordan slips out of it and gets the old roll-up of doom after 9 minutes. But Wyatt got his heat back by destroying the knee of Jason Jordan after the match. They show Jordan in the locker room checking on him, and Angle comes in and goes, I need you at 100%, not 90%. And Jordan told Angle not to do this because he'd been waiting for this opportunity his whole life.
Don't do this! James, don't do this to me! Just
Now, for those listening, that was not us playing a YouTube clip of that scene. That was Matt actually imitating it.
Might as well have played a damn clip. Oh my god, it was tremendously terrible.
Then he had to play
they're trying to get this dude over with the crowd to the point where Bray injures him and they chant "Thank you, Bray" and "Na na na na, hey goodbye" as he limps up the ramp because the crowd, I think, actually genuinely thought he was hurt and was happy to see him leave. And they're gonna have him play the crybaby who doesn't want to be kicked off the team. Like that's all of a sudden supposed to decide the crowd to change and get behind him. Like what the fuck? By the way, you have a DM of the shirt.
Then he played the dad card. I deserve this, Dad. Daddy. Mommy. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out. Paul Heyman again cutting a great promo. He's got 5 selling points for you. Why you should watch Survivor Series. 1, it's the first time the Universal Champion faces the WWE Champion, and the WWE Champion is not Jinder Mahal. 2, he didn't really say that, but 2, Heyman wants to see Lesnar versus Styles. This year alone, we've seen Lesnar against people that are bigger and stronger, but nobody that is better than Lesnar. So he puts over Styles' skills. 3rd point was interrupted by a chant of "She said yes." Somebody proposed to their girlfriend during a Paul Heyman promo. I told Heyman this on Twitter. I go, that's actually like kind of giving you props that the big moment was during one of your promos, because I mean that's how great your promo.
Yes, I'm sure Paul Heyman wants to hear from you on Twitter right now.
Yeah, that other stuff's the water under the bridge.
Oh, okay. Sure it is.
Heyman with a great line though. Heyman with a great line. She only said yes because she's never been up close to a beast like Brock Lesnar. Heyman. Good stuff. Heyman puts over Styles again and puts over Heyman again. Part 4, Heyman says, you want to see a Rocky story come to life? Here's AJ Styles, the ultimate underdog. Victories over John Cena, Shane McMahon, and Jinder Mahal.
And Yo Mama.
And Impact Wrestling, he's got a victory over them too. And number 5, Styles can't survive Suplex City. He won't be able to survive the F5. Actually, it was called Point F5, not just 5. So, there you go. Great promo. Good stuff. I'm sure he sold a few more network subscriptions. The Shield take on Miz, Cesaro, and Sheamus. The first time the Shield have actually teamed up in over 3 years, because, of course, it was supposed to happen at TLC, but unfortunately Reigns got sick. I thought this was a great 6-man tag, went about 15 minutes. Matt, what'd you think of the Shield finally getting the reunited?
I thought it was good. It was nice to finally get to see it. I thought it might have been a little silly to do it when you got a pay-per-view in 6 days that can be used as a selling point, but you know, TV is king nowadays. They want to make sure their TV audience is happy and their cable partners and advertisers and all those are happy. So, I mean, I get why they did it. But there's no real complaints.
Yeah, I mean, they announced it a week ahead of time.
Yeah,
He was coming
trying to get the hype.
Yep. And on top of that, plus, I think it's not a bad thing to have them wrestle a match together, even though they don't need to work together. They know what to do. So, but anyways, it was all good. Of course, the Shield wins. I mean, hello.
All good in the hood. Yes, quite.
Kurt Angle comes out to the ring, and he says, "My
bitch of a son can't work."
He didn't say that.
That's what he said.
He said, "My kayfabe son can't work." Or no, he said, "My kayfabe son can't get over with the WWE Universe." So, Angle said he's got to make a tough decision. He keeps hemming and hawing about it.
Hemming and haw.
Jordan limps down to the ring, crying.
Take this away from me, 'cause I'm never gonna get another chance. Because I'm not a good enough wrestler to get another chance. Win.
I'm guessing you didn't like his performance.
No, it was awful, dude.
Like
if he's supposed to come across as a whiny heel, it was great.
Well, yeah, I think this is the seeds
but if he was supposed to come across as a sympathetic babyface, it was terrible.
I think this was the seeds of turning heel. He's gonna hold it against Angle for this.
Angle didn't take him out of the match. Triple H did.
Yeah. Well, Stephanie comes out and says, "Give me a break."
Break you off a piece of that Kit Kat bar?
I think she was hungry. She said, "Angle, do it now." Angle's still hemming and hawing. And then it's Motorhead time. To everybody's surprise, I wasn't expecting it. Matt, were you expecting it?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't expecting it because I usually stay away from the news on Mondays afternoons, and
there was not one website that reported it.
Triple H comes out in a suit and gets in the face of Angle and goes, "If you won't make the damn announcement, I will. The 5th member of Team Raw is me." Crowd went nuts. And then Triple H dropped a pedigree on Jordan. Game over, Jason. Great moment. I loved it. I thought that was good stuff there by Triple H. Tag team match involving 3/4 of Bullet Club members. Finn Balor, Gallows Anderson. Finn Balor and Joe take on the Club. Went about 13 minutes. It didn't feel like 13 minutes because they went to 2 fucking commercial breaks during this match. And you could have maybe just thrown a little thing in there that these guys were the first winners of the Dusty Classic. I mean, that might... you could have said these guys tag teamed before. They won the Dusty Classic. And then Vince would say, the what?
When the fuck did we do that?
Who okayed that?
He's fat.
That's why they won. Because Joe's fat.
No, Dusty was fat. That's why I put him in polka dots. Made him dance around like an idiot.
Let
you were the NWA, huh?
Let me tell you something here, Vince, I don't know about these polka dots here, man. These ain't me.
You'll know what I tell you to know, bitch.
No, man. Let me tell you something. Hard times.
Yeah, you're gonna have hard times.
These are gonna be hard times if I gotta wear these polka dots. Man.
Jobber.
They didn't get along at first, but they then started working as a great tag team later on. Balor hits the coup de grace on Carl. To get the win after 13 minutes. Balor celebrates in the ring. Joe just walks off. Yeah, I don't like you. I'm going. They run down the Survivor Series card, which we will run down in a little bit. Alexa Bliss gets interviewed by Charlie Caruso. Then we get Kane and Braun Strowman. Or was this Bam Bam Bigelow and Taz? I couldn't tell the difference, Matt. Actually,
I was going to say, I could definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, one was a back body drop, I think, through the ring in ECW, and this was the running power slam. Awkward ending, eh?
Eh?
I don't know, man. I mean, it would have been cool if we haven't done that spot a few times lately, right?
I didn't like the way Raw ended. Like, I feel if they would have shown the finish that they showed on WWE's Twitter account with Braun escaping out of the hole and do thing to end the show, I think that would have been fine.
Yeah, because the crowd probably went nuts there,
going off the air with both of them in the hole and the referee's going like, what the fuck? I thought that was pretty dumb.
Speaking of dumb, what the fuck was this pep rally to start SmackDown Live? Oh my god!
It wasn't good.
It was terrible.
I can tell you that much. It wasn't good.
It was fucking. It was cheesy and stupid and what? Yeah, that was dumb. You could have just put that with Sister Abigail in the file there. Daniel Bryan kicks off the show. Talks about how it was risky going to Raw. Talks about how the blue brand doesn't stay down. All that rah bullshit. And says they'll be ready for an Under Siege if Raw happens to do one. And then he introduces the new WWE champion, AJ Styles, and Bryan decides he wants to be the Paul Heyman for AJ Styles, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought that was really well done by Bryan there. And Bryan basically being the hype man for AJ Styles, putting him over. But then Styles says, hey, I can talk too. I'm not a puppet like Brock Lesnar. Great line there. Styles says, it's not a Rocky movie, it's an AJ Styles production. Well, it's not. At least it's not a Shattered Dreams production, Matt. Matt no-sells.
Boy.
Matt no-sells me.
Well, you no-sell me all the time, so sometimes I need to no-sell you back.
Shut up! And, of course, this is the house that AJ Styles built. SmackDown is going to be the A show. And there you go. Great open with, like I said, you could have opened with that, not the fucking pep rally. Jesus tits, that was terrible. There you go. I say Jesus tits a lot when I'm gaming. Like when I get shot in Call of Duty or something. I'm like, Jesus tits! The fuck just happened?
Relax, man.
Everybody on the edge of their seats wondering if The Miz was going to face Baron Corbin or Sin Cara. No, I'm just kidding. Baron Corbin. Though I've enjoyed the fire that Sin Cara has brought, the fuego that Sin Cara has brought.
Meh.
But I thought it was a very, very sweet. I thought it was a very sweet end of days setup there by Corbin as he hits that on Sin Cara after 8 minutes. So, to nobody's surprise, Baron Corbin facing The Miz at Survivor Series. The only match on the main card that had not gotten touched. The only match not to get changed. Why, you ask? Well...
Twitter promos.
Because another match is about to get changed. For the Smackdown Women's Championship, Natalya, Charlotte Flair. But before we get to that match, Daniel Bryan, Shane in the office. Shane thanks Bryan for his support. Bryan says, this is important. They need cohesion as a team. And we need to talk about cohesion after Survivor Series. Shane tries to talk to him about it and goes, we'll talk on Sunday. So, still teasing the little rift between Shane and Bryan after Shane went under siege without Bryan knowing. Big ovation for Charlotte in her hometown as she takes on Natty for the title. And these girls work well together. You got the family lineage that they've played off of very well, I thought, and so there's a lot of energy and a lot of viciousness in this match, Matt. And I thought these girls did a great job. What did you think of the title match?
Oh yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, I think these two always work well together.
I was a little surprised that Natty didn't get out of at least one of the figure fours. A little surprised that she tapped.
You mean figure eight?
Well, she turned it into the 8, yeah. But you know what I mean. The move. Woo! We did that at the same time. That was funny. We didn't even plan that, kids.
Well, it's not like we don't know each other well.
We this is what you get on episode 150. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing moment. I was surprised by it. I was kind of expecting it, but I wasn't sure, and I stayed away from the internet. So
Internet, eh?
Yeah, the internet would have told me, or Mike Johnson would have told me that a certain Ric Flair was backstage. I stayed away from that and didn't know. And so I was truly surprised at the moment when... And it was the old Ric Flair. They didn't do the old, the WWE version of Ric Flair's music where he goes, woo! Nope, they just started playing his music, and was it a complete... Did they keep this from Charlotte, or...
How's Mike Johnson know that Charlotte's that Rick's backstage and Charlotte doesn't? I refuse to believe that she didn't know. She's just she's a very good actress.
Yeah, but a great moment, wasn't it?
The moment was great.
I thought she was going to tackle the poor dad. I mean, she came at him fast. What a moment. Good to see Rick back. Obviously, Rick was backstage in Atlanta for Raw, saying hi to people, and then traveled to Charlotte to watch his daughter win the title. So it was a cool moment. I've rewatched it a couple times already because it was one of the better moments of the year, man. So I enjoyed it because for a lot of reasons. I mean, I've loved Ric Flair. I've been a fan of his all my life as a wrestling fan, and to see him come back from utter complete health problems, just a bad situation, and to see him come back and be on camera just 3 months after his surgery, I think Great. It was great. It was a great moment. So, so Charlotte is your new champion. She'll take on Alexa Bliss at Survivor Series, and so then they show the graphic for the updated 5-on-5, and lo and behold, Natalya is just not automatically in there. So as we talked about earlier, Matt, the door is wide open.
If I'm Natalya, I feel pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah.
Like unless she's hurt, like that's a really fucking shitty thing to do to her. Like I really just felt like, okay, well she lost, so she's going to be on the Survivor Series team. Yeah. You know, so for her to like 5 days before the pay-per-view, hey, guess what? You're not on this show at all? Damn, that's shitty. You know, that's really shitty.
Yeah, I don't know. At least she had a run with the title, which those have been few and far in between for her career in the WWE. So at the same time, at least, you know, she had a title run, and there you go. Next up, another Bludgeon Brothers promo, but at least those are ending soon because they'll be at SmackDown next week. I'm excited.
You should be.
I saw their attire though.
Looks
in
pretty
Europe,
dope.
It kind of has a War Machine vibe to it. Like, I'm wondering if I don't know.
I thought it looked cool.
I didn't hate it. I just said it kind of just reminded me of War Machine. Is what I'm saying. Jimmy Uso took on Chad Gable in about 6 minutes there. I just thought they were gonna do another change in the matches there when Gable did the chop block, but the Usos and Cesaro and Sheamus is still on. So good little match for the time given, because I mean obviously both guys talented, especially Chad Gable. And Jimmy Uso gets the pinfall after a super kick after a 6-minute match. Sami Zayn in the locker room, and KO shows up, and Zayn complains about them not being on the Survivor Series card, and complains about not being on the rest of the UK card. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. They continuously talk about how Shane's got a personal vendetta against them, and Owen said they should be facing the Shield on Sunday. And then Zayn makes fun of the New Day. And Owen says the only show that matters is the Sammy and Kevin show. And Sammy says, no, the Kevin and Sammy show. And they get ready for their match as they take on the New Day. New Day cut a promo. Getting ready for their match against the Shield. And so we got Big E and Xavier Woods from the New Day taking on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And about 10 minutes into the match, Matt, a little something happened, didn't it?
What happened?
What happened? A little Shield music played. Shield surrounds the ring like they always do.
You know the one thing I've really had a problem with all of these angles? Like, beyond the fact that the whole Under Siege thing's stupid to begin with.
Kurt or Eric?
The whole thing, period.
Oh, you said all these angles, so I was like,
no,
Kurt or Eric?
No, the whole Under Siege angle.
That went over your head.
No, shut up. Just
continue.
Listen. Just listen. I hate the fact that a rival brand is Under Siege and they're having their music played.
Yeah,
I hate that. Just come out. If you're really invading the rival show, your music isn't gonna hit. You know, like when Shane's music hit on Raw and the New Day's hit last week and the Shield and Braun hit this week, I'm just like, it takes you out of the moment of really feeling like this is really an invasion of sorts. Because if this is really your show and they're really not supposed to be there, your music isn't being played.
Let me ask you a question. 1996, how many times did we hear the NWO theme when they invaded the show?
But they were all contracted talent with WCW.
The answer is no. There was no music when they would just show up.
You mean before like the three formed?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There was no music at all.
No, they showed up and kicked ass.
Yep.
You know. And I expected it, and I said, oh, I want to see 60 people just go tear each other apart to end SmackDown. I said that would be. I said to myself that would be the perfect SmackDown ending.
Where the fuck was Orton?
I don't know. Well, where was Ellsworth?
Well,
he was in the He was in the bathroom.
Like, I knew Cena wasn't going to be there, obviously, but like, where the fuck was Orton to take his ass beating? Like, what the hell? Like, you're on the damn team, dude. You should be out there fighting for your team, and you're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Like,
he's at home washing his tights.
I don't know. Maybe he was in the back vaping.
I heard about that.
The vapor, Randy Orton.
The exchange between. Oh, he quit.
He claims he quit. I don't believe.
That was a funny exchange between him and Kevin Owens.
My question is, like, I'm genuinely curious if those two don't like each other, or if this is just good-natured ribbing each other, friendly ribbing on Twitter. Like, I'm seriously curious.
I think rib. I think it's friendly ribbing.
I hope so. I really do.
That it never crossed my mind that this is hating each other. So Shane got his comeuppance. What'd you think?
I for the most part I liked it. I thought it went on a little too long at the end. Like, I don't think they needed to triple powerbomb him twice. Like, I didn't mind it, but
when the crowd chants one more time,
to me it felt like, oh shit, we still have more time till 10 o'clock. Let's do it again. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
I thought Angle was going to put him in the lock, but I think they're saving that for Sunday.
Like, I feel like it would have been easier, like, after Angle hit the Angle slam, if they'd have just let Strowman power slam him.
Through the ring?
Well, not through the ring, because they had to do 205. They had to do 205 Live afterwards. But I'm just saying, like instead of doing the triple powerbomb twice, they could have let Strowman hit his move, or they could have let Strowman be the first one to hit the move. He could have hit the running power slam. The Angle could have hit the Angle slam, and then they could have done the Shield triple powerbomb to end it.
And as a side note, I didn't even watch 205 Live because if your selling point for me to watch 205 Live is Kalisto's fucking birthday celebration, I'm not gonna watch it. Sorry.
Which it really wasn't at any point.
Well, that's how.
I know, but it really wasn't that at all. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I'm kind of over 205 Live.
You agree with me though that they're probably
it was a terrible choice to try to get people to tune in.
No. I'm back to the good stuff here. You agree with me that they're saving the ankle lock on Shane for Sunday? That's why they just did the angle slam.
Yeah, why do it Tuesday? The only reason you do it Tuesday is if you were storyline writing him out of the match and putting Daniel Bryan in. You know, so since you're not doing that.
Remember when you put that thought in my mind? Instead, we get John Cena.
Okay.
Which I love John Cena. I mean, hey,
it's not my fault.
I don't hate John Cena, but yeah, you put that in my mind that maybe Daniel Bryan's coming back, and I'm like,
I think he is coming back. It's just not when you want him to be back.
Well, I want him to be back at WrestleMania because that's where I'm going. Pal.
You're part of the problem, JB.
No, I'm not.
Part of the problem.
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, but somebody's still paying.
I know. I got it for my birthday, so get over it, as Batista would say. All right, Matt, it's the time of the show where we slap out our predictions and see what sticks. First, we'll go to NXT Takeover WarGames, which, as always, looks to be a lot of fun. We'll first talk about the dark match that we'll see on NXT next week. Don's going to beat Gargano, right?
Yes.
No doubt on that.
Yeah.
The Gargano losing streak continues. It is. I don't know which direction we're going here. I'm going to say Lars Sullivan wins, but are they feeding Ono to Sullivan and continuing Lars's rise or not? Right now, I'm thinking that's what they're doing because they haven't really used Ono much lately. What are you predicting with Ono and Sullivan?
I think Sullivan goes over, but I'd prefer to let Ono win. But I think it's Sullivan's match to win.
Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream. I've loved the build to this feud. Basically, taking two opposite guys and mixing them together, and I don't see any other way this is going but Aleister Black winning.
Yeah, Black's winning.
Wikipedia doesn't even list this as the main event, so we know this isn't the main event. But Drew McIntyre, Andrade Cien Almas, we all know how that's going down.
I was going to say, yeah, don't even make me pick that.
All right, Matt, here we go. You want to go first or second on the Fatal 4-Way for the women?
I'll go first.
Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Nikki Cross, and Peyton Royce. Fatal 4-Way for the vacant NXT Women's Championship. Matt, you have the floor.
Peyton Royce.
That's who I was picking.
Well, there we go. Well, we're either going to be right or we're going to be wrong.
You were setting it all up that we were going to have an argument. Now, and if you guys want proof, look at my timeline during NXT when I talked to Scott Fishman from the Orlando Sentinel. I said my gut is Peyton Royce. I settled on that. I think Nikki Cross, and personality-wise and stuff, her and Asuka are kind of similar. Just kind of straight-up killers, you know. I think they want to take it a different direction with the title, put it on Peyton Royce. Her and Billie Kay are obviously great together. They're going to treat it like it's their title, you know. You said it right off the bat after the Mae Young Classic got over with. It's way too early for Kairi Sane. And you and I basically crossed off Kairi Sane and Ember Moon off of the winners list from the get-go once we saw the spoilers. Because Ember's just been in it so much lately, it doesn't make sense to put her in it again. Though she deserves the title, yes, but she's been in that picture for so much lately. We crossed her off. Kairi Sane crossed her off. So it was going to be Nikki Cross or Peyton Royce. And I thought about it. Yeah, I think it's going to be Peyton Royce here, Matt. And I can't wait.
Yeah, I knew you'd be happy.
WarGames! This will close the show, and boy, I cannot wait. This is gonna be fun. Is it obvious, Matt? Is it obvious that the Undisputed Era wins here?
I think it would be a huge mistake for them not to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who I'm going with. So
that's who I'm going with too. It's gonna be a lot of fun though, ain't it?
Oh yeah, the match should be a lot of fun.
I'm sure there'll probably be some kind of weird ass swerve. Maybe Roddy Strong joins the Undisputed Era. Maybe.
I'd actually like that a lot. I don't know if they're going to go that route, but I would like that.
Let's just put that out there, kids, and see if it sticks on Saturday. That Roddy might join. And it sounds like Dijak's got himself a little group forming too. You hear about this?
Don't take any solace in what you're reading from the NXT house show loops. They mean nothing. People team up. Team up on those things all the time.
Does Dijak debut here?
No, not in a cage match.
I just meant anywhere.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Survivor Series. I think it's a 6-hour show. Only one pre-show match has been announced. It's the only title match because, it's the only time Raw and SmackDown go head-to-head.
I don't care.
Oh my god!
If I have to hear that one more fucking time.
Oh, you're gonna hear it a lot on Sunday. I know that. So pre-show, Enzo Amore Kalisto. I don't see why would change it here. keeping it on Enzo for now. What do you say, Matt?
Yeah, Enzo retains.
Miz and Baron Corbin, Intercontinental Champion against the United States Champion. How do you see this one going down?
Miz.
Yeah, my hope is Miz, but then there's Vince logic. But yeah, I think Miz goes over here.
Dude, Corbin can barely beat Sin Cara. How am I supposed to take him seriously that he's going to beat freaking Miz? I just don't.
Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss taking on SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. I think the new champion wins here, Charlotte.
I think Charlotte wins and gets cashed in on. I still think the cash-in happens. I think Carmella cashes in on Charlotte, and the chase for Charlotte to go after the title again, happens again.
What do you see happening between the Shield and the New Day besides a great match?
Shield wins.
I have a slight bit of doubt in my mind about this, but the only thing that's keeping me from not picking the Shield is they're continuing to be together for the foreseeable future. Because the Shield, if you go back into history, the Shield lost to the Wyatt family a lot.
They're not. They're not losing their first pay-per-view match back together.
No. The only reason why I'm picking the Shield here is because they're still going to be using them from going forward. And they're probably selling a lot of merch because I bought one of those shirts. Thank you. With that nice little buy one get one for $1 sale. Raw Tag Team Champions Cesaro and Sheamus taking on the SmackDown Tag Champs of the Usos. I think Cesaro and Sheamus take advantage of a gimpy knee from the Usos that was laid out by Chad Gable. I'm going with the bar here, Matt. What say you?
Something tells me the Usos win this, even though I don't want them to.
Notice something on Tuesday? They started doing the Uso chant once again. The little ooh in the corner, and the crowd goes, so, and Matt goes, so what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Team Raw, Team SmackDown, Ladies Style, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Asuka, Bossy Banks, and Bayley. They take on Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and TBA. Asuka's not losing. Right, Matt?
Yeah, there's no way Team Raw can lose this because of who's on the team.
Yeah, my hope for the final two is Asuka and Becky Lynch. I'd love to see those two go at it for a little while. And then the TBA, Paige, Bella's. What's your lean right now, Matt? What's your lean? If you had to say, it's her. Who are you going?
Cena's there, so probably Nikki.
Okay. That'd be my lean too. We'll see. And the main event of the evening, Team Raw, captained by Kurt Angle. He's got Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Game. Team SmackDown, Shane, Randy, Rude, Nakamura, Cena. Matt, you go first.
You already know who I'm picking. It's Team Raw.
Nope.
Yup.
I think we're going towards Angle Triple H at WrestleMania.
Of course we are. That doesn't matter right now.
Triple H could care less about Raw winning.
He could care a whole hell of a lot when it's Stephanie about it.
Stephanie wants a way to get rid of Angle, so she'll take the loss.
She won't.
Triple H is going to cost him.
No. You're wrong.
Team SmackDown gets the win.
Wrong.
because Triple H
SmackDown men won last year. They're not winning 2 years in a row.
Triple H screws Angle. Super Cena shows up and gets the win and goes back to Hollywood. Jack.
Cena gets pinned by Strowman.
The better story is the uncertainty around Angle's job. So if Matt's wrong, I will happily say, or if Matt's right, I will happily say, Matt, you're right. But I think he's wrong. I am going Team Blue, baby.
You like being wrong.
We'll find out, baby. That's going to do it for this edition of Lost the Midcard. Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host for 150 episodes. And so you can find us on any of those favorite podcasting apps. Just search for Lost in the Midcard. Hit the subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, most Thursdays and most Mondays after a WWE pay-per-view. Let me try to spit that out for you. You can also subscribe to us on the YouTube. Links to all that on our Facebook page, facebook.com/LostInTheMidcard. And also on our pinned tweet at LITMC Podcast, where we also share a lot of the great tweets from the wrestling world. Matt's on the Twitter at Raw Showtime. I am on the Twitter at JB Huskers. Make sure to give us all a follow. And before we get ourselves ready for some great wrestling this weekend, Matt, what are your final thoughts?
Well, this pay-per-view went from unwatchable 2 weeks ago to something that might actually be good, so we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, we all know NXT is going to be a better show, so there you go.
When don't they steal the show?
Never.
Exactly. And Team Blue's going to win.
You're wrong.
For Matt Black, this is Jeremy Bennett. Thank you for tuning in to Lost in the Midcard. Catch us on Monday for our reaction to Houston. We have a problem.